Behind us, in that little box you see hanging, he's been nicknamed Bruce. He's a Florida bonneted bat. He was found as a very young juvenile in a City of Miami park by a conscientious park ranger. Heard some noises, found him crawling on the ground, and then it was soon realized he was very young and he had to be started on formula. And I've had him now for quite a while, quite a few months, and he is pretty much an adult male in size and kind of behavior. And we're working with U.S. Fish and Wildlife and Florida Fish and Wildlife with the FWC to try to come up with a plan. This enclosure you're standing in too is a old butterfly house, and it really is the largest enclosure we could find to give him a chance to fly around, exercise, make sure he can fly, and try to give him a chance to catch food on his own. But this species requires such large spaces. All of our other native bats could come in here and they could do circles in the corner of it and be able to negotiate and catch food. The bonneted bat needs huge areas to turn. They're built for speed in a straight line and at high altitude. So he can fly from end to end and get exercise, but he cannot negotiate and probably doesn't have a chance to echolocate and find food. He does know he's a bat. He was old enough that he did not imprint on people. He stays away and we keep limited contact with him to try to keep him as wild as possible. He does not come to me for food. He stays up, but he does respond to food if it's in front of him, and that's what we want. We really don't want him coming towards people. We want him to stay wild. So that's a good part. He was old enough that he knows what he is, so he should be able to form normal social bonds out there once he's out on his own. And if he does stay up residence here and he starts feeding, we can then get his guano, and we'll be able, for the first time, we'll be able to find out what are they eating here. What's the prey items? We have no idea what they're eating and what these species of insects are. And are the species of insects rare? Do they rely on something that has to complete its life cycle in the pine rocklands? All those are very interesting questions that we don't have the answers to right now. And Bruce might help. He's already helped an amazing amount. He's given a clue to us on outlining the development of the species, how long they take to mature, when do their teeth erupt, when do they become sexually mature, what kind of formula to feed. He's added, just himself has added a lot to our knowledge base and give a little guideline if this ever happens again in the future.